Whenever I'm just feeling down or I need to watch something to get my mind off, I go to YouTube. But I just don't watch anything on YouTube. I watch something specific. And if you haven't guessed, look back through my channel and I think you'll have a pretty good guess. That's right, I watch weird animated stories on YouTube. And why do I watch them? Because they teach me about life? No. Because I share similar life experiences as these people? Hell no. It's because they're so stupid and out there, there's no way they're true. I mean, if you were just to look through My Story Animated, which is what we're covering here, and we've covered a few of their videos in the past, their titles tend to be... and their stories, you know, it's all just kind of weird. I mean, look at some of these titles of the new batch this week of videos they put out. I mean, look at some of these. I'm the only man in town. My crush left me to die. My girlfriend did it for $2 million, which, going to guess that if we were to watch that video, it would not mean what, you know, it is. Or they attract you with these weird thumbnails, like, I replaced my face. And then there's this picture. I mean, what are we supposed to even do? These thumbnails and these titles usually don't ever match the story, but there was one that just stood out to me, and I couldn't pass up not doing a video on it, and every so often I find one of those, and that's why we're here today. This one is called Dive Into This Weird Love Triangle. Before we do, though, if you guys like the videos and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification, and that will alert you when I post new videos.
Hi, I'm Rena, and I'm one of the most popular girls in my high school.
We've all gone to school with that one girl, you know, the one girl.
Hi, I'm Sydney, and I'm really popular.
If she's gonna talk, listen, I know you shouldn't judge people, like, by the way they talk, but, oh boy. I do like how they've animated, though, her to be
the top in my class, and all the girls are jealous of me because boys are always trying to flirt with me. But they can try their luck. I'm not the easy type.
It's like they plucked her out of, like, some teen comedy. Or just put together, like, the worst combination of people and formed her.
Have a little secret. I work as a maid at a maid cafe as a part-time job to support my family. My dad was a jerk. He left us when I was 5 years old to be with another woman.
A maid cafe in America? Now, for those of you who don't know what a maid cafe is, it's a place mostly prevalent in Japan where girls dress up as maids and people come and they eat and they get served by maids and called master. But I've never heard of one in America.
I had to work very hard to keep the food on the table. I wanted to help my mother. That's why I started this job. We have to dress in pretty costumes and act cute to please our customers. It's not an easy job, let me tell you.
Why do I feel like this girl would be perfect to work at a maid cafe?
And drool over you fantasizing about you in that costume. Yuck. Well, I didn't mind it. If only the young hot ones flirted with me. Actually, I enjoyed that.
What a bipolar response. It's disgusting. They look at me even though I wear this tight little uniform and I really enjoy the job and, you know, I flirt with them, but they flirt with me back and that's disgusting. But then I kind of like it.
Kept my job a secret because, come on, who wants to be exposed as a maid and teased by the whole school? Until one day we had a pink day at work. We had to dress in super sexy maid costumes, and they had to be pink. I was feeling myself in that costume.
Why does that just like hit my ear wrong when she said that? I feel myself in that costume. Technically, you're not a maid, you're pretending to be a maid, so is it really that embarrassing?
I saw him sitting there on the table at the corner. It was Jordan, the hottest guy in our high school. He was this new rich kid that transferred to our school. All the girls were going crazy for him.
I feel like I've seen this exact same story on TV somewhere. My animated story now just done with creating weird stories and just copying other stories.
He looked at me shocked. I froze. He saw me. He waved at me saying, "Hey, hot maid, I'd like to make an order." That jerk! He was making fun of me.
So now she hates it. She likes it when they like flirt with her and worshiping her, but then she hates it now. She hated it before, likes it now, liked it then, but hates it now.
I walked slowly towards him and stood beside him. He was checking me out. I wanted to slap him in the face, but I said in a cute voice, "Yes, sir. What can I get for you?"
The manager is gonna fire me. Where do they get these voice actors from? It's like they find the most perfect people to just do these like voices that are just so over the top.
I heard him saying, "Well, well, well, who knew that the most popular girl in school is actually a maid? Not any maid, a hot one. Then
Okay, didn't we start this entire video off on the fact that she thinks she's hot and she likes the fact that other people think she's hot?
he continued, I assume that you want your little secret to stay hidden, right? If you want me to keep my mouth shut, then you'll follow my orders. I couldn't risk my reputation at school and lose my job because of that jerk Jordan. That's why I said in a low, soft voice, yes, sir, I'll do whatever you want.
Whoa. Now, listen, I'm all for some crazy stuff here, but if this gets too weird for YouTube, no way am I getting my channel suspended or shut down for this.
But in my ears said, good girl, I'll see you tomorrow. That Jordan jerk, who does he think he is?
Well, I think he thinks he's the most popular, richest kid in school because you said that. And also apparently he thinks you're really hot, which, I mean, at the beginning of the video, you said you were, like, really into people thinking you were hot, so...
When I woke up in the morning, I found a text from Jordan saying, bring your prettiest costume with you. You got some work to do today. That walking, talking garbage.
Okay, now that's weird. I feel like we're getting into, like, dangerous territory here, like, we need to call the police kind of territory. Can anyone tell me where in the United States there is a maid cafe?
School gate, waiting for me. He waved and said, here's my pretty maid. Ready for your job. I got some cleaning to do at home. Will you join me?
Oh, so he wants to hire a real maid. Also, isn't this kind of illegal, like blackmailing?
Of course, I couldn't say no to him, so I just nodded. Suddenly, a big fancy car pulled over and the driver got out of his seat to open the door, and he said to Jordan, sir, and held the door open to him. I was shocked. I knew that they were rich, but I didn't know that they were filthy rich. We were in the poorer side of Los Angeles.
Oh, this is in Los Angeles. It all makes sense now. I now understand. Man, some weird stuff goes down in Los Angeles. That was a kind of drastic mood change there. She hated him, apparently, for thinking she was a maid, but when she saw how much money he had... Okay, yeah, I'll come and clean your house in my maid costume.
I looked at his face, and he was really handsome. This was the first time that I noticed that he has really muscular arms.
I guess we know what it takes to win her over.
When we arrived at his house, it was a huge mansion near Hollywood with a big gate. Wow, they're really filthy rich.
Now we're getting a little too enthusiastic. Do we remember how she was just about a minute ago in this video?
We stepped out of the car and he took me to his big room. There he asked me to change into my costume. I changed in the bathroom, and when I got out, Jordan was sitting on the couch with his shirt half buttons so I could see his muscular chest.
Okay, now it's getting weird.
Then he asked me to bring him some ice from the fridge and put some in his drink. I did as he asked, but I was leaning to put it in his drink. He grabbed my arm and said, hey, let's see if the ice tastes any different when it's not in a drink.
I have no clue what that means. It's kind of a weird pickup line, but okay.
This went on for a while, until his ex-ho girlfriend showed up.
Okay, can you really call her that? I mean, look at what you're doing. This really sounds like someone's, like, crappy fan fiction.
Her name was Angela. She's from the same town that Jordan came from. She was also hot with long black hair. She kept staring at me the whole time and following me around. I didn't know what she wanted until one time she grabbed me by the arm in the bathroom.
A lot of these people just grab people.
And said, listen, you little hoe, I know what you've been doing with Jordan. I should warn you, leave him alone or I'll expose your little secret to the whole school. I was shocked and super angry. I went to his house before he got home, but what I saw there left me in shock. It was that hoe Angela dressed as a kitty cat.
What is this video? Like, who okayed this story? Who was like, yeah, this is good, people will believe this? This is like one of those crappy teen movies you see on TV.
Girls, there's enough of me for you two. No need to fight. He clearly enjoyed seeing two half-naked girls fighting over him. After that day, my relationship with Angela got better. We became...
What? Did we just, like, skip a whole part of this story? So, this girl, his ex-girlfriend comes back and is beating you up, but then a couple weeks later, yeah, we're cool. She's my best friend. My story animated. What are you doing?
We started showing up at Jordan's room at the same time, and we even sometimes went there to sit and watch TV together. Everything seemed good until one day Angela said, hey, don't you sometimes wonder what Jordan keeps in this big room? Let's take a look.
Does anybody think it's weird that these two girls now just walk into this random guy's room and watch TV and, like, hang out? I guess they do things differently in California.
I was also curious to know. That's why I agreed and started opening the drawers and looking around. We found a lot of stuff in there. Different, attractive costumes, women's underwear, and also provocative male costumes. Wow, so Jordan also enjoyed wearing costumes? Why didn't he wear that stuff around us?
What a weird story. Like I said, I couldn't have made this up.
Then we decided to check his MacBooks in there. His laptop was without a password. It wasn't locked. Wow, he really thinks that no one can touch his stuff? We found one particular folder with a weird name. It was named My Slaves, with peach emojis?
That's weird. If you're gonna keep all your, risque stuff on a computer, probably good to keep it password locked.
That jerk! He has videos of me wearing different costumes. He was filming us the whole time. And we found out more shocking stuff. A video of him in a costume with a guy. Why was he filming all that stuff secretly? When he arrived and saw us there, he said, "Here are my beautiful ladies. Did you miss me?"
This is like some weird, Hollywood kind of stuff. Like, what is this video? Why is this even on YouTube?
I smiled and said with a soft voice, "Oh yeah, I thought you were into them and into boys too. Why didn't you share your little secret with us, you slave?" I came closer to him and whispered in his ear, "So I think I might need a handsome maid now. What do you think?"
Well, you kind of deserve it for letting two random strangers go through your room when you're not there and secretly videotaping them. I mean, what did you expect?
He can do whatever I want. Angela and I became really good friends, closer than ever. We enjoyed bossing him around. It's kind of fun to control others who have tried to take advantage of you. As for my job, I quitted. I don't need to work there anymore. Jordan buys me whatever I want, and he even gives me money sometimes.
That took a lot of turns that I did not see happening. Well, that's my story animated, I guess. That probably is the weirdest one I've ever watched or done a video on, and I've done a couple videos on them, and that one takes the cake. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, or at least thought it was as weird as I thought it was. If you guys liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media or my Discord, that's all in the description below as well. And in the comments, tell me, what do you think about My Story Animated? Have you even watched any of their stuff? And if so, what did you think? Is this one kind of on par with all the other weird ones they do, or is it pretty tame? This is probably one of the weirder ones they've done. I will see you guys next week with a brand new video.